Some crimes are solved within days. Some take years. And then there are crimes that never truly end, because the criminal was never found. No body was discovered. No confession was ever made. No identity was confirmed. This is not a story about chaos or violence. It is a story about intelligence, patience, and perfect planning. This is the story of D.B. Cooper. On the evening of November 24, 1971, the night before Thanksgiving, an ordinary man walked into Portland International Airport. There was nothing remarkable about him. He was calm, well-dressed, polite. He wore a black suit, a white shirt, and a thin black tie. He purchased a one-way ticket to Seattle under the name Dan Cooper, and he boarded Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. Once seated, he ordered a bourbon and soda. He lit a cigarette. To everyone around him, he was just another businessman heading home for the holiday. Shortly after takeoff, the man leaned toward a flight attendant and handed her a small folded note. At first, she assumed it was a phone number and placed it in her pocket without reading it. Then the man spoke again, calmly, quietly. "Miss, you should read that. I have a bomb." The attendant opened the note and immediately understood the situation. The message was clear, direct, precise. The man slightly opened his briefcase. Inside were red cylinders, wires, and a battery. He never raised his voice. He never panicked. He never threatened anyone. He was in complete control. His demands were simple: $200,000 in cash, 2 front parachutes, 2 reserve parachutes, and a fuel truck ready on landing. No politics, no anger, no unnecessary risk. Authorities immediately understood one thing: this was not an amateur. They complied. The plane landed in Seattle. The ransom money was delivered. Every passenger was released safely. Throughout the entire process, Cooper remained calm, respectful, almost friendly. He thanked the crew. He even tipped the flight attendant. This was not the behavior of a desperate man. This was the behavior of someone executing a plan designed long before that night. After refueling, Cooper gave his final instructions: fly south, low altitude, landing gear down, rear staircase unlocked. Every detail mattered, and Cooper knew all of them. The aircraft disappeared into the dark, stormy night. Rain battered the plane. Visibility dropped to almost zero. Somewhere over the forests of Washington State, a warning light flashed inside the cockpit. The rear staircase had been lowered. At approximately 10,000 feet, D.B. Cooper strapped on a parachute, secured the bag of money to his body, and jumped. No one saw him fall. No one heard him land. When the plane reached its destination, Cooper was gone. Only one thing remained behind: a black tie. The FBI launched one of the largest investigations in its history. Thousands of suspects were questioned. Hundreds were examined. Yet none fit perfectly. What made Cooper extraordinary was not just the crime, but the intelligence behind it. He understood aviation. He chose the correct parachute. He anticipated law enforcement strategy. He planned for confusion and misdirection. This was not luck. This was a carefully engineered crime. In 1980, a small portion of the ransom money was discovered near a riverbank. The bills were damaged, unused, never spent. No body was found. No explanation followed. To this day, the true identity of D.B. Cooper remains unknown. Did he survive the jump? Some experts say no. Others say absolutely yes. But one fact remains undeniable. D.B. Cooper committed a crime without violence, without chaos, and without being caught. More than 50 years later, his story still fascinates the world. He is no longer just a man. D.B. Cooper has become a legend.